Now, if you look at the properties of equality and identity, take a look at the first example, 5 equals 5. That's not a very difficult concept, is it? And 4 plus 7 equals 7 plus 4. No, 4 plus 7 equals 4 plus 7. If you look at the transitive property, it says that 6 plus 9 equals 3 plus 12. And it says if 3 plus 12 is 15, then 6 plus 9 must also be 15. You'd say, well, why do I need a simple rule like that? Well, if you had a problem like this, we know that, let's say, 11 plus 4 is equal to 15. You know that, yeah? We also know that 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. Again, you already know that. But if you had a problem, say, like this, 1/3 of 11 plus 4. There are a couple ways you could solve this problem. You could do probably the smartest, straightforwardest way is to do 11 plus 4 is 15, and then divide it by 3, because 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5, isn't it? Yes, no? But if you wanted to be tricky and mess with your math teacher, you could say this, oh, Mr. Teacher, I know that is that problem right here, but I'm going to do something a little silly and turn this into 9 plus 6. Because I want to do this. I want to do 9 divided by 3, and I want to do 6 divided by 3. And you could do 9 divided by 3, which is 3, and 3 times 1 is just 3, plus 6 divided by 3 is 2, and what's 3 plus 2? 5. So that could be one reason you want to learn that property, so you can mess with somebody else's head and you can, I don't know, win lunch from somebody by tricking them. Page 19, and I'm going to draw a shape that they give you. They give you this tuna can looking thing. That's a horrible picture. There you go. So you got yourself a tuna can, and they give you the radius is 14 inches, and the height of this is 7 inches. And they give you an expression that simplifies or approximates the surface area of that, like how much metal you would need to make this thing. And it is 2 times 22 over 7. Why are they using 22 over 7 instead of pi? Any thoughts? There you go, because 22 divided by 7 is about pi, and they have a number here that you can divide by 7. 14 divided by 7 will give you a nice whole number. Times 22 over 7 times 14 times 7. Now, I want you to work on this and find the answer to this, knowing the order of operations and everything. And I'm going to do it as well, and we'll see. And you can even use your calculator if you wanted to. I'm just curious. Thank you for the quarter, students. So I'm curious to see what answer you get and if you'll get my answer. So ready? Begin. Back in the day, back in 4th grade, where I learned that 3 times 5 plus 2 is the same as saying 3 times 5 plus 3 times 2. So I'm going to use this idea to get this done a little bit quicker. Because I'm looking at this and I got to do 14 times 14 to get some kind of number. I have to divide by 7, which is nice, but I don't want to deal with all that. So I'm going to use this idea here, but I'm going to go backwards. I see there's a 3 times this and a 3 times that. I'm just going to pull that out and just add the 5 and the 2 together. I look over here. I have a 2 and a 2 in both terms. I got a 22 over 7, another 22 over 7. I got 2 14s here, but I got 1 14 here. So I'm going to pull all those out. I'm going to pull the 2, this guy, and one of those out, 2, this guy, and that out. And I'm just going to add whatever's left over. So if I pull out a 2, I pull out a 22 over 7, and I'm going to take out one of those 14s. What I'm left with on the inside, I have another 14 over here, don't I? So I'm going to write that down. I pulled out the 2. I pulled out the 22 over 7. I pulled out the 14. I'm left with the 7. Pulling that, putting that here. Pulling that out, putting that there, putting that there, and whatever's left, I'm going to put inside the parentheses. So 14 plus 7, yes, 21 when you add that together. Thank you, student. I'll rewrite everything else. And all these are multiplying. Now I look at this. I asked why did they use 22 over 7 for pi? It's because the radius is 14, so I could do 14 divided by 7. So what's 14 divided by 7? 2. So this becomes 2 times 22 times 2 times 21. Now all you got to do is multiply that all out. What's 2 times 22? Very good. What's 2 times 21? 42. So you just got to do 44 times 42. Well, let's use the distributive property. What's 44 times 4? And then add a 0 to that. Well, what's 4 times 4? Good, 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. What's 2 times 44? Very good, 88. When you add all that together, 8, 4, 8 square inches. If I were to go straight up here and do all this work, I'd have to do 14 times 14, which is 196. And then I have to do 196 divided by 7 times 22 times 2. Then I got to go back here and just do all this again. I have to well, in this case, I could divide 7 divided by 7. But then I got to do 14 times 22 times 2. And I don't want to multiply by 22 and 2 and divide by 7 multiple times. I just want to do it once and still end up getting the same answer. Would you like to see us doing it the long way round? All right, good. Whew, hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you enjoyed that video. So if you enjoyed that problem, you might like this problem over here. Or you might like one of my older videos right over here. But don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to keep on mathing, boys and girls.